Welcome to this explainer. Okay, let's just get right into it. Today, we're going to radically shift how you interact with artificial intelligence. We're moving away from just, casually chatting with an AI, tossing in a few words and crossing our fingers, to strategically engineering high-quality, reliable, and precise outputs every single time. If you've ever felt frustrated by those generic or wildly unpredictable answers you get from generative models, well, this is exactly the masterclass you've been waiting for. We're going to architect the absolute perfect prompt.
Here's a quick look at our roadmap for today. We'll be covering architecting the perfect prompt, the power of examples, shaping AI logic and roles, context and output formatting, and finally, building repeatable prompt templates.
Let's kick things off with Section 1, Architecting the Perfect Prompt.
To begin, we really have to establish a fundamental mindset shift. Interacting with AI, it's not a text message exchange with a friend. It's a deliberate engineering strategy. Prompt engineering is all about taking command. You're architecting inputs that guarantee specific results. Think of it like you're designing a master blueprint for the AI to follow, systematically controlling its vast neural network to optimize the exact output you need for your project.
Moving right along to Section 2, the power of examples. To really understand the power of examples, we first have to look at the baseline. This is called zero-shot prompting. It's when you provide a raw instruction to an AI with zero previous examples of what you actually want. And honestly, zero-shot is the default way most people use AI. You're essentially asking the system to guess exactly what you want without any guiding reference whatsoever. It's literally like asking someone to bake a specific, complex cake they've never seen or tasted using only a one-sentence description.
Now, contrast that raw instruction with few-shot prompting. This is where you pair your request with just 2 examples of the desired output. Providing a couple of examples is exactly like showing an intern previous work your company has done. It instantly calibrates their understanding of your expectations, the tone, and the structure, and that drastically improves their final product on the very first try.
Which brings us to Section 3, Shaping AI Logic and Roles.
Now we escalate our strategy a bit to shape how the AI actually thinks. The first technique here is called chain of thought prompting. By demanding a logical progression rather than just an instant answer, you force the AI to expose and process its reasoning step by step. See, when an AI tries to answer a highly complex logic or math problem in a single leap, it often hallucinates or makes a mistake. But by forcing it to think out loud, you completely bypass that tendency.
The workflow is simple, but man, is it powerful. You present the complex problem, have the AI break the logic down step by step, and only then does it output the conclusion. Often, simply inserting the phrase, "think step by step," into your prompt yields a mathematically and logically superior result. Why? Because you force the machine to actually process the intermediate steps instead of just guessing the final destination.
Next in our toolkit is role prompting. This operates exactly like handing a detailed character script to an actor right before they walk on stage. By assigning a specific persona, profession, or character to the AI, you instantly guide the vocabulary, the perspective, and the exact tone it's going to use to generate its response.
Just imagine starting your prompt like this. Act as a Webby Award-winning explainer producer. Your tone is energetic, structured, and authoritative. Framing your prompt with a role instantly constrains the AI's vast generalized knowledge base. It basically forces the AI to filter all of its information through this specific lens, making absolutely sure the output perfectly matches the professional persona you require for your project.
All right, Section 4, Context and Output Formatting.
Listen, context prompting is the ultimate antidote to the generic AI response. If you want to eliminate vague replies that sound like they were pulled straight from a Wikipedia page, you must feed the AI context. Supplying background information, strict constraints, and details about your target audience narrows down those infinite possibilities and grounds the AI's response in your specific reality.
So, to build that context, you need to establish strict boundaries. Who exactly is the target audience? What's the primary goal of this text? What is the required tone? And honestly, perhaps most importantly, what are the specific exclusions? Telling an AI what not to say is incredibly effective. This level of detail ensures the final output solves your specific, nuanced problem rather than just giving you a broad textbook definition.
Once the AI knows exactly what to say based on your rich context, output formatting dictates exactly how it should be presented on your screen. This is about explicitly defining the visual structure or the actual file format of the AI's final response before it even starts generating words.
You can command the AI to format the final output strictly as a markdown table, a JSON file for your developers, or a highly organized nested bulleted list. Specifying a structural format right there in the prompt completely eliminates the absolute nightmare of copying, pasting, and reformatting text. It perfectly integrates the AI's work directly into your existing software and workflows.
Finally, let's wrap up with Section 5, Building Repeatable Prompt Templates.
A prompt template is basically a reusable framework. Think of it as a master blueprint that contains your perfectly engineered role, your rich context, and your strict formatting rules. These static instructions remain constant, but you leave blank spaces, variables, that can be easily swapped out for your different daily tasks.
In practice, this means building template variables right into your master prompt, like bracket topic bracket or bracket audience bracket. Then you simply supply today's inputs. Say, AI prompting for the topic and beginners for the audience. You scale your productivity immensely by just plugging new inputs into your reusable variable slots. You do the hard work of engineering the perfect prompt once, and you reap the rewards forever. Which brings us to our final question to leave you with today. Are you just talking to AI, or are you engineering it? Because when you combine few-shot examples, chain-of-thought reasoning, specific role assignments, deep context, and reusable templates, you transition from being a casual user into a true prompt engineer. You are now fully equipped to architect your next great result. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and I seriously can't wait to see what you engineer next.